Welcome back to the Cabana. It's a special privilege today to welcome a guest, one of our veteran agents on our team at Ernie Carswell and Associates, Sarah Blanchard. Sarah and I have worked together as real estate agents for 15 years plus now. But before she came on the team and entered real estate, Sarah was a client and a friend. So this relationship has seen numerous phases that have been quite pleasurable in the time I've gotten to know and work with Sarah Blanchard. So it's going to be a great pleasure to let us speak a little bit with you today. Well, this is a special treat. Welcome, Sarah.
Thank you, Ernie.
Wow, I just want everyone to know that Sarah and I have been working together for these years. Sarah was a successful businesswoman working here in Los Angeles, doing quite well, and then decided to enter the ranks of real estate with the rest of us. So you're going to hear some of her story about that. But what I would ask you, Sarah, is now that you've joined our ranks for quite a while, what would you want the world to know about real estate agents as a whole?
That they're very diverse. They're very diverse. Some are excellent and professional and intelligent and exceptional in every way. And then you have a bunch of, a few, I'm not going to say a bunch of, but you have a few real ding-dongs out there.
I don't know how to spell ding-dong, but I do understand the term.
That's a nice way of saying it, Ernie.
I usually say knuckleheads.
Knuckleheads is a good one. Okay,
right,
I prefer that. I prefer
right.
that. Thank you.
Well, what were you doing before real estate? What brought you to us?
Oh, I did a variety of things. I worked in trust and estates at Butterfield's and at Sotheby's auction houses. And then I also worked in the entertainment business for a place called Management 360,
Wow.
which was a fascinating group of people and very exciting. We had great clients, so that was fun. Love that.
I remember while you were with the entertainment management
That's right.
company, you actually called me a few times and referred me business clients that you were working with in your sphere, and so I appreciated that.
Yeah.
We would get together frequently every few months and have a lunch and catch up with each other, and one of those lunches you must have said to me, Ernie, I'm coming into real estate. Did I try to talk you out of it?
Actually, Ernie, it was Betty Graham who set me up to you.
That's
who was
great.
one of the greats in the business. And she said, do you know Ernie? And I said, I certainly do. And she said, go talk to him. So that's how we actually got together in the final analysis for that.
Right. Well, I know that when I've talked about your career to potential clients or to people that are already working with you as clients, and I've explained that you had a chapter of your business life at Sotheby's, they assumed that's Sotheby's real estate.
That's
but
right.
Actually, it was the Sotheby's auction house enterprise, and you were the director of trusts and estates for Southern California or maybe the Western region. But
I was for a while, yes. It was very, very interesting work and just a very exciting time in the auction business. Great people, worked with great people. Saw some wonderful estates, Marlena Dietrich, Jackie Onassis, we did at that time. I think the Duke and Duchess of Windsor was immediately before my time, but I saw a lot. We did Jimmy Stewart's estate and George Burns. It was a lot of fun. We just had a wonderful time, and but life goes on. Wanted to do something different.
Well, life does go on, and this is different. And many people don't understand that Sotheby's auction is a complete different enterprise than the Sotheby's real estate.
That's right.
The auction house has been doing this, has it been more than 100 years?
Yes, and it's the American auction house, whereas Christies was more British.
Right.
Which is why the royal family tends to sell through Christies. But when I was there, the auction house, I believe, was still connected with the real estate company. And then they actually became completely separate entities, so they're no longer connected with each other, but still carry the great name and I think the emphasis on excellence.
Right. Well, there's a power in a name, and the Sotheby's name, Christie's, these are respected names in that industry of the auction world. And we believe the name we're affiliated with in real estate, Douglas Elliman, is equally respected in that quarter
yes.
of business sector, and we're proud to be
yes.
with Douglas Elliman.
We are.
So, but you were with me when we began at Coldwell Banker as a team, and you were part of the growth of this team. You've been a huge supporter, Sarah, of all of our success that we've enjoyed over the years, and you've seen us be with 3 different company homes. First Coldwell Banker, then you were with us as we started our own company at Telus Properties, and then of course Douglas Elliman acquired that. So I love the fact that you're so resilient. I think it proves that in business you must always be ready for change, because change is coming whether you invite it or not, and those who are able to adapt to change usually succeed the most.
I really agree with that, and I actually think I've had some trouble with change. But you know, I think of that great Henry Ford quote: "If you think you can, or if you think you can, or you think you can't, you're correct."
Right.
Because it's just a matter of you just have to go with it. But I will say this: you were a great leader in the sense that people felt an ease with your decisions, and I think that makes a big difference.
So as we're saying, the power of intention, like the Henry Ford statement, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're correct. That speaks to the power of intention. And look, adversity comes. Our real estate cycles go up and down. We've seen up markets. We've seen down markets. You were with us in 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
Tough times after the Wall Street meltdown. But yet you keep going. And I think that the power of an intention to succeed and to keep going overrides whatever adversity can come your way. So it calls me to ask, what motto or creed have you found you like the most or you live by? Is there a favorite motto?
Well, I think the Henry Ford one is one of my favorite mottos that I just said. And also I said this to you when we spoke, but there were a couple. One is the one, function in adversity and finish in style, which actually comes from the Madeira School in Virginia. And it's actually, their motto is function in disaster and finish in style, but my mother changed that so that she was functioning in adversity and finishing in style. Right. So that's kind of how we have to behave in real estate. We're always having to function in situations like COVID, where it's a totally different world, and we're just, you know, wearing our masks and doing showings and laughing with people and having a really good time, and you know, and dealing with clients, and it's very interesting. But the other one I thought that I told you this morning that I love for you. A gentleman is someone who never insults anyone unintentionally. That's Oscar Wilde. So I think you're a gentleman, and I have to say, I just want to say about Ernie, that working with him, he is so elegant and smooth, and he has such a finesse with people, and it's just been great to watch because he rarely, I mean, once in 10 years will fly off the handle. And so when he does, you know it's serious. So you just pray it's not you he's focused on.
Well, one person's adversity is another person's disaster, exactly. As your mother said. Well, I'm humbled by your nice comments there, Sarah, but obviously we bounce off each other beautifully. It's been a great working relationship. I hope it continues forever and ever.
I do too.
You have success written all over you. Your clients are loyal to you. They know you fight for them. You hang in. You see it through to the end, and there's usually a great success there at the end. The rainbow does have a pot of gold when you work with Sarah Blanchard. So,
oh my gosh, coming from you, that's a compliment. But yeah, well, some days it does, and you know, got to keep the attitude right.
Well, now you know, folks, why Sarah and I love working together. We really could finish each other's sentences. So
Fun.
I hope you'll come back and join us at the next Cabana.
Thank you so much.